Hi, I'm Brian Marsh. I am your potential coach, and today we're going to talk about why you continue to procrastinate and how I can help you break the cycle today, once and for all. The first point we're going to discuss is that everyone always suffers either pain or regret. In everything you do, there's pain or regret associated with it. What's the pain of procrastination? The pain of procrastination is knowing that you've let yourself down yet again. How does that make you feel? The pain of procrastination also has to do with letting others down in your life. How does that make you feel? When you couple the pain and the regret, you remain stuck in your cycle of procrastination, doing absolutely nothing about it. I want to help you today. I want to teach you a law that will help your mindset. That takes us to the second point we're going to discuss. It's called the Law of Sustainment. Let me explain this to you. The Law of Sustainment says that your brain will not allow you to sustain an action that is incongruent with how you view yourself. And so, if you view yourself as someone who is a procrastinator or someone who constantly hesitates, is constantly reluctant about taking a step forward, when you think about taking a step forward, what always happens? Those thoughts continue to flood your mind, and those thoughts say, Ed, you can't move forward. You can't get that new job. Or Betty, there's no way you're going to lose those 10 pounds. You know how many times you've tried to lose those same 10 pounds in the past? That's your brain telling you that what you are attempting to do is incongruent with who you are. The overarching reality is that we have to change who we are. We have to become congruent. And there's a way that we do that. There are three things that I want to talk to you about. They're all D's, so it makes it really easy to remember. The first is dismantle. The second is distract. The third is discipline. So what is all of this about? In order to become that new person who no longer procrastinates, who has put procrastination in the rearview mirror, the first thing you need to do is distract. How do you do that? You distract yourself away from the behaviors that you've been engaged in the past. All of the things that have become your normal, you have to make abnormal now. You have to create new normals in your life. You literally have to distract or draw your attention away from the things you were doing in the past that led nowhere but to procrastination. That's the first D, distract. You may be wondering, what does it mean to distract myself? That seems odd. So you can distract yourself with your cell phone. Just continue to scroll. I'll give you an example. Now that's a minor example of distraction. I'll give you a major example of distraction from one of my clients. She actually purchased a one-way ticket to Europe without a plan. That same person also packed up and moved to a completely different state on another occasion. Both of those are very wild examples of distraction, but they both ended the person at the same place. She was able to distract her brain away from all of the stuff that was keeping her stuck. She changed her environment, albeit in a very radical way, and that enabled her to move through the muck and the mire and get moving. So that's what distraction can do for you and to you. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as packing up and moving to a new state or buying a one-way ticket to a foreign country. It can be something as simple as just changing your route to work, changing the mode of transportation you use to get to work. It can be changing the people you communicate with at work. It doesn't have to be big. Just focus on the idea of distracting yourself away from the habits you have already made for yourself. The second D is dismantle. You have to dismantle who you are. You have to dismantle all of that stuff, all of the trauma, all of the drama that you've had in your past that you constantly bring forward into your present. Those things that were in your past that continue to flood your present is what is keeping you stuck. That is why you continue to procrastinate. They're keeping you stuck. You have to dismantle who that person is. Once you have dismantled that personality, the next thing that you have to do is bring some discipline into your life. You have to establish brand new habits. So bringing discipline involves a number of different things. I'm always asked, what does it mean to be disciplined? It simply means this: doing the thing that you are supposed to do and doing it the way you are supposed to do it and doing it that way every single time. That brings discipline into your life. When you do what you're supposed to do and you do it the way you are supposed to do it and you do it that way every single time, what does that do for you? That creates a new neural pathway for your brain. It creates new habits for you. Once you form new habits, you are then able to form a new way forward for yourself. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you break the cycle of procrastination. If you like this video, if you like this content, do me a favor. Number one, share it with your friends, but number two, subscribe and also add a comment, please.